Good evening once again. Today is our day 13 of this capacity building training for 1,000 Nigerian civil servants on ICT, which is organized by Hammad Technologies and Consultancy Limited. Like we said, this training is going to last for 40 days, and today is our day 13. So, like always, we start by showing our outlines. That is what we are going to cover for today. And our outlines for today goes like this. We will have a small recap on day 12. Then we'll discuss on shortcut keys. We'll have a question and answer session, then conclusion and call it a day. So a recap on day 10, no, on day 12. Yesterday we discussed on design menu bar in Microsoft Word. Yeah, we have seen how we can put style, colors, and other things in our document. Then we also discuss on layout menu bar, in which we see how to set up our page, the size of paper we want, the orientation of our paper, and the spacing we want. So today we are going to discuss on shortcut keys. Normally, shortcut keys are like combination on the keyboard. Like you combine two two keys together. That is control and your alphabetic keys or other keys. So by combination of the two, which allow you to perform commands quickly without using your mouse. So no need for you to go and use your mouse. With using of these shortcut keys, combination of control and other key, so it will help you to perform your work without using your mouse. And these shortcut keys, it will help you save your time and make working on the computer faster and also easier. So using the shortcut keys, it also increases your speed. Maybe before you navigate your mouse and click on what you want to click. So we just using the shortcut keys, holding your control and the key you want to use, so it will just perform the task for you without you using your mouse to navigate, which will take your time. And also it increase the efficiency and also productivity, maybe when working with a document. So now let's start explaining these shortcut keys one by one. So we start with Control A. So Control A is select all or highlight all. Whenever you press Control and alphabetic key of A together, it will select all your text or it will highlight all your text. Maybe for example, in your document, you have text, you have tables, you have images, you have shapes, you have all what you have in your document. By just clicking on Control A, so it will select all what you have in your document. Regarding what you have in your document is a text, it's an image, it's a shape, or it's a table. If you have all of them in your document, so it will highlight them all. So that is Control A. Then Control B, that is bold text. So Control B, it will help you to bold your text, but only the selected text. Maybe you selected a text, so it will help you bold that text. It will help you make your text to be bold. So that is Control B, bold text. Then we also have Control C. Control C, which is copy. So it copies the selected text or object. So it will only copy the text you have selected or the text you have highlighted by clicking on Control and C alphabet together. It will copy the selected text or the highlighted text you have highlighted. That's Control C. Then Control D. So Control D, some call it font style or font dialog box. So it's the same thing. So this Control D, it opens the font dialog box for you. So where you can change the font style, size, color, and also effect. For example, no need for you to navigate to your home menu bar and click on bold or maybe you are inside menu bar. So and you want to customize, or you want to do something else. So no need for you to navigate from that insert menu bar, then go back to home menu bar for you to do that. So you can just click on Control D. It will just open the font dialog box for you. So from there you can customize. You can change the font style. Maybe you want to change font style or size, font size or color, and also effect. So that's font style. Then moving to Control E. So Control E, which is center align text, or some people call it centralize. So this will help you centralize your text, the text you have highlighted. So it will help you centralize it. Maybe you have a header, maybe you are writing a formal letter and you want the header to be in the center. So no need for you to highlight it. Then goes to home menu bar and click on paragraph or something for you to make it centralized. So you can just click on Control E. So it will help you centralize it. Then we have Control F. So Control F, which is find. So this Control F, it opens the find tool search. For example, maybe you are looking for something. Maybe you are looking for for a word, or maybe you are looking for something within your document. So by just clicking on Control F, it will open the find tool search for you. So from there you can type. So by just typing and click enter, it will just navigate you, or it will carry you to the text you are looking for. Then we have Control G. Control G is go to. So this opens the dialog box to jump to a specific page, section, or line. By just clicking on go to, it will navigate, it will show three things. You can, by clicking on go Control G, you can go to the page. You can just put the page number. It will carry you to that page number. You can just click, put the paragraph. It will carry you to the paragraph or line number. Maybe you click on 100. So it will just carry you to line 100 in your document. When you click on page and put 2, so it will carry you to page 2 of your document. Maybe your document is bulky. So by using this Control G, it will help you carry you to a specific page, section, or line. Then we have Control H, which is the brother of find. That's replace. So maybe in your document, maybe you mistakenly, instead of where you want to type, let's take, for example, you want to type Hammad. So maybe you type maybe H-A, instead of you to type double M when writing Hammad, maybe you write Hammad. So you can Control F that. That's find, and Control H is find and replace. They are working together. So by just clicking on it, Control H, now it will ask you, what do you want to find? Then you type, I'm finding Hamad. Then what do you want to replace when you find that Hamad? Then you can type in Hamad. So that's the work of Control H. It's, sometimes people call it find and replace, or sometimes they just call it replace. So that's the work of Control H. No need for you to start looking for Hamad. It will just waste your time. So, but with this control shortcut key, it will do that. Then we have Control I, which is italic. Some people call it italicizing. So this Control I, it will help you italicize your selected text or the text you have highlighted. So that is, it aligns text evenly along both the left and it italicized the text. That's what Control I did. Then we also have Control J, which is justify. So maybe you have, but by default, when you start typing a text in Microsoft Word, it is already in left. So maybe you want to justify it so that no line will pass another line. They have to be justified. All of them, they have to be justified alignment. So it just align your text evenly so that both the left and right margins merge together. Both the left and right merge together. No one will pass each other. Then we also have Control K, which is insert hyperlink. So the way Control D often open a dialog box. So it's the same thing with this Control K. It will also open a dialog box. So from that dialog box, you see a lot of links there. You can put a link that if you click on that link, it will navigate you to a specific place within your document. And also you can put an outside link. Maybe you put a link that if you click on that link, it will carry you outside of your document. Maybe it will carry you to a specific folder within your computer. And also you can put email link. You can maybe in your document, maybe you can say for more information, you can visit this email. So when a person is reading it, by just clicking on that link, it will carry him to a specific place he wants. So that's Control K. It will open a dialog box, and in that dialog box, you see a lot of links there to put. So you can put it. So when we come next week, we'll practice all these shortcut keys from A to Z. Then moving to Control L, which is what? Left align text, which this one is by default. Whenever you open your Word and start typing on it, so by default, your text is in left align text. So maybe you justified it. So later on, you want to turn it to left align. So you just highlight it and click on left align. That is left margin. Then we also have Control M. So Control M, some people call it tab, while some people call it indent paragraph. Yeah, some people call it indent paragraph, and some people call it tab. So the work of this Control M, it will move the selected paragraphs. Maybe you have highlighted a paragraph or you have selected a paragraph. So it will move that paragraph to the right by one step, by only one tab space. The way if you highlight your text and you click on tab key, the way it will move it, so it's the same thing this Control M will do. It will just move the selected paragraph you have highlighted by what? By only one step. So that is Control M. Then moving to Control N, which is new document. So this may be Control N. Maybe you have finished working with maybe you are typing a memo for department by department. So you have finished the department. You want to open a new document to start working for another department. So you can just click on Control N. So maybe you are typing a memo and the memo is the same thing, but it's only the name of the department that differentiates between the two memo. So you can use Control A to highlight all what you have written in the first document, that's the first department, then use Control C to copy it, then use Control N to open a new document, then paste it there, and then what? And then edit it. Maybe you just change the name of the department. So you see how these controls keys are working together, and they have reduced load for you, and they make your work to be very speed time. So then we also have Control O, which is open a file. Open file. So maybe you are working on a document. So instead of you to maybe minimize, then go to your desktop, go and be search and look for the folder. Maybe you want to open another document. So by just clicking on Control O, so you can just open an existing file. So instead of you to minimize and go to where that existing file is, so you can just click on Control O so that you can open a document or you can open an existing file. We also have Control P. Control P, which is print. So maybe you have finished your work, you want to print. So instead of you to navigate to your file menu bar and look for print, so you can just click Control and P alphabet. So it will show you to choose the desktop you want to, the printer. Maybe the cord is connected to your printer, so it will ask you to choose the printer you want to use to print your document. So from there, you can print it. Also, this Control P, the way Control D and Control K will open a dialog box, even this Control P, it will open a dialog box again. It's the same thing. Then Control Q, which is 1.15 line spacing. So this 1.15 line spacing, some people call it remove a paragraph formatting. But by default, there is spacing for your text. So maybe by default, maybe you want your line spacing to be 1.5. So instead of you to navigate your line to your home menu bar and start looking for where line spacing is, so you can just click on Control Q. So it will just make your text or document to be 1.15 line spacing. Then we also have Control R. which is right align text. As I said, by default, when we start typing our text, by default is in Control L, which is left align text. So maybe later on you want it to be at right align text. So it will just align your text to the right margin. Control L, it will align your text to the left margin, while this one, it will align your text to the right margin. We also have Control S, which is save. So this one, almost everybody know this Control S. So instead of you to navigate to your file menu bar and start looking for S, or maybe you have added your save into your quick access toolbar, so you can just click on Control S. So finish, you can just save your work there. So it saves the current document. It saves your current document. And also maybe a new document that you want to save as, it also serves as that. Maybe when you open a fresh document. So it saves existing document and also a fresh document. Then we also have Control T, which is left indentation. So this Control T, it will indent all lines of your paragraph except the first line. You see, it will indent all lines of a paragraph except your first line. It will not touch the first line, but it will indent all. Maybe you have a paragraph, so it will indent all the other lines without the first line of your paragraph. It will not touch it, but it will indent all other lines. Then you also have Control U. Maybe you are writing a letter, so maybe you want to underline the header. So instead of you to navigate to your file and start looking for a way to press Control U, so you can just use Control U. So this Control U now, it will underline a selected text, but you have to highlight. So these control keys, there are some that you have to highlight a text, or you have to select a specific text before you can apply them. And there are some that no need for you to highlight text. By just clicking on the text, you can click on them and they will work. But some, you have to highlight your text before they can work. So if we come next week, inshallah, as we start practicing, you will see those that need to highlight text before you can apply them, and those that there is no need for you to highlight text before you can apply them. Then we have Control V, which is paste. So as I said, this V work with copy. So maybe you have copied something, or you have copied a specific text, then you want to paste it. Or maybe you have highlighted a text and you have copied it. So you can just go there and paste it using Control B. Then we also have Control W, which is closed. So this Control W is maybe you are working currently on a document and you are done with it. So you can just, instead of you to click on uh, uh, cancel key or quitting symbol on top of your word, so you can just click on Control W. It will just close the document. But not only in Word, in other things, if you click on close Control W, it will close a current document you are working in. Then we have Control X. So Control X, it cut a selected text. The way we did copy and paste when we are doing folder. So the way copy will make a duplicate, so it's the same thing. This X, it will just remove it without leaving any duplicates. So by just highlighting a specific text, so and click on Control X, it will just cut it. So this is Control X. Then we also have Control Y, which is redo last action, or some people just call it a redo. So this Control Y, it just repeat the last action you undone. So maybe you are working on a document, then maybe you have done an action to your document. Maybe you have customized it. Then later on, maybe you have deleted it. So you can redo it by clicking what? By clicking Control Y. While we have Control Z, which is undo last action. These two, like, they are, how can I call, they are opposite to each other. Control Y is redo last action, While Control Z is what is undo last action. It's the reverse of this. It will just reverse the last action you did. Why Control Y, it will redo the last action you did. So this is all about shortcut keys. So these shortcut keys, the way they work on Microsoft Word is not the same. Some is the same they work while you are working with other softwares or you are working with other applications. But this is how they work on Microsoft Word. So it depends on other, like Control D. In some softwares, Control D is duplicates. Like in PowerPoint, when you are working with PowerPoint, when you click on, maybe you have inserted a document. So by just clicking on Control D, it will duplicate that document. Or by just clicking on a slide, it will duplicate, and press Control D, it will duplicate that slide. So you see, the way they work on Microsoft Word might not be the same way they work on another software or on another browsers. So almost all softwares have their own shortcut keys. So, but for Microsoft Word, this is it is own shortcut keys, and this is how they work. And when we come on Monday, inshallah, you'll see how we'll bring a text or bring a document that we will use all these controls and customize it. So you see how we customize all a document using these all shortcut keys. So this is all about shortcut keys. And today's class is not that long, it's very short. So if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat. And be expecting your assignment today in the night or tomorrow early in the morning. Inshallah, I will drop the assignment for you people. So if you have any question, please you can uh you can drop it in the chat. Please, if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat. Today's class is not that long. Please, if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat, please. Yeah, this one is saying margins. Margins, it will just help you. You know, whenever you are typing a document in Microsoft Word, right? It will give a space between the paper and your document in the left and also what and also in the right. So that space that it leaves between the page of your paper and where you start writing your text and the space it gives where your text end, whether you have justified it, whether it is in left align, whether it is in right align, that space that it leaves at the end, is what we call a margin. As you open your Microsoft Word, you will see that. So also we have margin top and also have margin bottom. So you will be the one to choose how did you want the space to be. Is it normal? Is it illegal? So that it depends on how you want the space to be, and you can adjust that using a ruler. There is ruler, you see ruler at the top, and you see a ruler at your left, and at your left, yeah, by where you can increase the margin. So that's all about margin, please. Yeah, the recorded lectures will be shared to you, please. Because as I sent him the recorded videos, so he edited only the 8, and he told me I did not send him the 9 up to the 12. So, and I told him I've sent it to him since. So I know he's working on it, please. So just be patient, please. Anytime he forward it to me, I'll just share it to you in your group, please. So just be patient. Yeah, inshallah, if you finish editing all the videos today, I will send it to you, please. So I think for the absence of questions, I think we can call it a day because my system will soon off. So thank you. Have a good night and bye bye.